go for Jackie as the lesser of two evils.
Right.
Mick, I think we'll go with Jackie. She did rub medication into his backside.
Yes, that deserves a vote.
No man could ask for more. Richard, I'm unsure of. Could go either way. I'm going to leave him in the middle for the time being.
Okay, well, it wouldn't matter if that was the score. Thank you very much, Stephen. We'll see if your mind changed later on.
Okay.
As we know, the jury is formed from the last 7 survivors to be voted off the island. Originally, there were 16 survivors, and we're delighted they are all here with us tonight for the very first time. So, first of all, let's meet the first 7 competitors to be voted off the island. Please welcome Uzma, Simon, JJ, Adrian, Mick, Jane, and Sarah. Welcome back, you lot. It's your first opportunity to talk with each other. Are the knives out? There's a few scores to settle, I think. Yes, yes. Adrian, I'll start with you. When you came on the show, you were talking about Simon and how you didn't like the fact that he voted you off.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm not, it's been a long time. I'm not the sort of person to hold a grudge, but I still can't believe he done it to me. Can't believe he stabbed a friend in the back.
Simon, why?
Well, I don't know about that. I was more interested in getting rid of all the good-looking guys first, I think. Give myself a better chance. But when you look at Adrian's physical abilities and compare it to the effort he showed in some of the events and around the campsite, I think he was more interested in getting a suntan than he was in winning some of the challenges. Right. And I think he took his life on the island a little bit for granted.
Uzma, now, Andy also stabbed you in the back. Is it okay him sitting behind you?
I forgave him, yeah. We had lots of lovely cuddles, so I'm looking at that.
Oh, sorry. Is there something you want to tell us?
No.
Right. Nick, you were one of the first evictees of. You kind of never really got to know many people. Is there a question you'd like to put since your kind of eviction from the island?
Yeah, a question to Sarah. So you and I both enjoy a healthy outdoor lifestyle. I wonder what prompted you to vote me off first?
Ooh. Well, it wasn't a decision I made lightly, especially when we lost that first immunity challenge against Halang and seeing how strong Halang were and the strength that you need to win these immunity challenges. But I just felt for my own preservation, and I did hear that my name was mentioned by you as being a possible person to be evicted at that first tribal council. I just felt I'd go along with the tribe just for myself, really.
That was it.
Sorry.
Slip of the tongue, Nick. Jane, are you my favourite bossy boot still?
I'm afraid so.
Yes?
I think it's probably increased since I've come back from the experience on the island, and I work my girls doubly hard.
Oh.
But they love it.
Right. JJ, you were the first girl to be voted off. How do you feel the programme has panned out?
I think now the final result has definitely been survival of the weakest. And if you would like to know... I do. Most definitely. And my opinion is obviously...
some things have never changed there.
No, obviously many people have told me that. I think if you want to try to find who the true survivor is, maybe put us all in reverse order.
Magnificent 7.
Well, thanks, JJ. Strong and contentious views there. One thing, though, is for certain, back on the island of Pulau Tiga, Jackie and Charlotte's last day was filled with thoughts of what lies ahead.
When I left Tribal Council, I was still sort of reeling in emotion, and I burst into tears as we first left because I just felt all the pressure building up on me that had been building for the last 40 days spent on this island, and I'd finally done it. I finally got through to the final 2.
I think the real friends I've made since I've been here would be Mick and Charlotte. Although I have been friends on the island with Rich, we haven't really got a lot in common, and I don't think we would probably make time to see each other off the island. But certainly Mick and Charlotte, there isn't a shadow of doubt in my mind that we will keep in touch.
Jackie is a good person to be here with because a lot of people perhaps think she hasn't pulled her weight throughout the whole show. We get on so well, and you know, we're having a fantastic time. The images imprinted on my mind forever are going to be waking up in the morning and watching the sunrise, going out and catching my first ray, going swimming and bathing in the sea, waking up amongst a group of people who I don't really know. There's so many different images that it's going to take me a long time to go over every single one of them.
The experiences I've had here on the island, you just couldn't buy these experiences. It's just fantastic. It's challenged me physically and mentally, and I've come through it, and I know what my levels are of endurance and what I can put up with, and it's given me loads of inspiration really for what I might be able to do in the future.
I'm glad I'm on this island with you at the end, because we've got on really well, haven't we?
Yeah. And we also said that yesterday was really odd atmosphere.
It's a weird day,
camp.
yeah.
Not because we don't like Richard or didn't get on with him, but it was odd, wasn't it?
It was odd.
tense.
It was just strange and
there's
strange.
nothing to be tense about now,
No.
because it's one decision or the other, and we've both
What
done
will be,
brilliantly
will
well
be.
to get here.
I know, we've done fantastically well.
What do you think the similarities are in how we've played the game? Do you think there are any?
I don't know. What do you reckon?
I think you've been more flirtatious than me.
No, I don't know. You and Mick seem to get on very well.
That's a father figure.
Yeah.
I don't know if there are any similarities how we played the game. Just winged it, really.
Yeah, just pulled a fast one.
Stephen, how do you think Jackie and Charlotte coped on that final day? It looked not too stressful.
Very well, I think. None of us really know what they're going through. It's a unique situation, but I think women are pretty good at communicating on different levels at the same time. On the surface, they're getting on well, cooperating. Underneath the surface, they're planning their speeches and competing for £1 million still.
Right. Thanks, Steve. Back to the survivors. We've received hundreds of emails from viewers with questions for our first 7. Nick, this one's for you, from David in Worcester. In the first episode, it was between you and Jackie to be voted out. How do you feel now she is in the final 2?
She has done so well. Damn.
Well, if you'd like to have your say on Survivor tonight, you can tell us who you think should win Survivor. You've been phoning in your thousands. It's only 60 minutes past 8, and we've already had 46,000 calls. The result so far is Charlotte 58% and Jackie with 42%. You can still have your say if you want to vote and you think it's Charlotte. Call 09068 444401. And for Jackie, call 09068 444402. Calls will cost you no more than 10p. Join us after the break when we'll be meeting the jury who will have to decide if it's Charlotte or Jackie who will take home this £1 million in cash. Welcome back to Survivor. Boy, you've been busy in the break. On the phones, we've had an amazing 71,000 calls. So let's have a look at who you've been phoning for. How does the phone poll look at the moment? Oh, it's still Charlotte 55 and Jackie 45. Jackie's creeping up, though. We got an email, statement rather, from Emma Nottingham. Commiserations to the first 7 off the island. I guess the nature of the game is that the strongest are often the first to go. I thought you all did really well, even Adrian. Back to the island of Pulau Tiga. Jackie and Charlotte both realise they are so close to the £1 million, but they both have to win the favour and the vote of that all-important 7-member jury.
I didn't get any vibes from the jury last night. Pete's been very smiley and winks and gives you a little bit of encouragement, but nobody else.
I think there's going to be floating members of the jury. Richard I'm concerned about because obviously I didn't take him through, but he should realise that he